we've covered the science, we've covered the reason why plant-based diet works. So I guess the big question is then, how do we get society, how do we get the world to, to start eating more fruits and vegetables and start eating a healthier diet? How do we actually make that happen?
I think the most important thing is not what we eat, but even more importantly, not what comes in our mouth, but what goes out of our mouth. So if we're judging other people, that's really not going to get to the mission. So be a living example of health, truth, beauty, and goodness. And allow yourself to try it for yourself. Do a cleanse. Really be the change. Try 100% live foods for 3 weeks and watch the miracles and the success and the beauty and the health start to change your life so much that all your friends are going to ask you, what are you doing and how can you help me? And then you can help them. So that's the best way to be the change we want to see in the world. Mixing up the direction. So I think that's it. Like for me as a, I still am a chef, but I like to think of myself as an eco lifestylist now. But as a chef, I've spent years, like 15 years, inspiring people to do things that taste really good. So, whenever I would go to a potluck, people would actually ask me, can you bring like the vegan raw, because that was my thing. I know it's a tiny little niche, but I'd take like a vegan raw dessert and I'd put it on the table with everything. And it would get eaten up and people would say, what was in there? And then I'd name it, nuts, dates, some fruits. And they're like, but then what? Did you bake it? And I'm like, no. But they would still, they would just eat it. And so that my philosophy has always been entice people with food that tastes really good. I've always found that healthy desserts, like if you think about a dessert that's raw and vegan, I do love raw vegan desserts. It's fruits, vegetables, and seeds, right? So it's like a whole food meal. Like you can eat a dessert for a meal, and it's totally guilt-free. Like who has ever heard of guilt-free dessert? It's so good. Yeah, and so that's how I sort of hook people in, and then I have them note, like, actually, how do you feel? Does your mind feel clearer? Do you feel more energized? Do you feel good? Do you feel lighter? And then if they sort of tune into their body and how they feel, then of course, with each new meal, with each new snack, with each new day, they're going to want to feel really good, because a lot of times people don't realize that they're not feeling good until they feel good, and then they're like, oh my God, I guess I wasn't feeling good before, but now that I feel good, I want to feel like this all the time. And it's just like one step at a time, and inspiring through good food, and then helping people really tune in and see, like, how do they feel, and then wanting to do better each snack and each meal.